We take you back to this developing story where law enforcement agencies are conducting raids at hijacked buildings in the Johannesburg CBD. There are reports that slain media personality Warrack Stock, popularly known as DJ Warras, had been contracted to secure one of the raided buildings. The City of Johannesburg has described the buildings as dangerous, advising media personnel to wear bulletproof vests when reporting the raid. SABC News Reporter Lopang Alamu is at the operation with the MMC of Safety and Security in the City of Johannesburg and comes to us live now. Lopang, we know that this is the only operation taking place this evening, but what seems to be the plan by the MMC for Safety and Security, who's the political principal of the Johannesburg Metro Police Department?
Oliver, we really did try speaking to the MMC, but he had something to attend. It seems as though there's a gunshot that went off just downstairs. They've asked us to remain here just until they can find out what exactly happened. In fact, our colleague Herbert Mamela is going to give you these particular visuals. Now, the last time we spoke, there were residents who were lined up just closer to that entrance, and now all the tenants have now been told to go back into their respective units, and this is where then the law enforcement officials will then go unit by unit to conduct those searches. In fact, we're quite concerned now because quite a number of people just hurriedly scattered as soon as they heard that gunshot. We did try going downstairs to try and find out what exactly happened. It seems as though someone has been injured. We're not yet certain if that person who's been injured is a member of the law enforcement officials or if it's one of the tenants in this building. I do see some movement there. We're going to go and try going downstairs again, maybe try and snatch the MMC so he can talk to us about those policies, what's the long-term plan, and what else they're trying to do at this point. We're going to try and move into those units, but it seems as though something is happening downstairs. But in fact, the MMC is downstairs at the moment. We've been asked not to go downstairs, and we'll wait for that particular update. It has not yet been confirmed to us what exactly is happening. Here's the MMC, who can then probably just talk to us about the operation today. MMC, thank you so much for your time.
Yes, ma'am.
It's quite hot here and quite a lot of confusion. The tenants went downstairs.
Yes.
They're now being told to go back to their respective units.
Yes.
Talk to us about what the plan is here.
So what happens is that now we've got the 37 rooms where people have not been paying, and also the 6 people that we wanted has been extracted, have gone away. So we decided that the guys can actually go back, and then some of the people, so all our officers from the top to bottom, they're going to just go in there and check and interrogate them. But now we're looking for these 37 people that we've listed here. They've not been paying for the whole year. We know that they formed a faction that actually is against in terms of what has been happening here. So everyone is safe, went back very nice, no problems. Then there are no issues. So these are the particular rooms now that we're going to be focusing on. So when they were taken out, so we had to put them on the side so that the guys can look and check, and then we have some dogs in as well. So after we've done that, the guys are actually, they are back now.
Just perhaps, if you can explain to us this list, how are you finding, or who are you looking for? What does it serve?
So for example, the person in room 203 that has not been paying for the whole year, and these 6 the people of interest, when we actually take them out, ask them in terms of why they've not been paying. So they've been actually, citing something that we don't understand, which is the typical of the committee that is here, saying that no, there's no services and all of that. So they're very resistive. And then now they influence the whole 37 people. So there's a revolution of non-payment of this place. And all the rent that is coming this week is actually going somewhere else. So what's going to happen is that if the majority of the people are not paying rent, means that now the municipal rates are not going to be paid. Then the municipal is going to come in and cut the services. Becomes dark, becomes very bad, right? So the 6 people we've extracted them. They're in questioning right now. Then now our second phase is to zoom in now into these people who have not been actually paying. But all the other people are fine. They get kids, We did check out the kids and everything, and when the guys came in, we knew that they're gonna get seeing guns, they must hide the guns and all of that, So I mean, we don't want to traumatize the kid, so it was done very. There was no shouts and everything, pushing them out. Just say, look, can you just step aside a bit, so that we get the dogs were actually sniffing each and every room, because even in the protection orders, they've been citing that there are firearms. You've got firearms in this area. You've got knives and everything. So, and also some of the guys actually ran away, the one that we're actually chasing. So there are some of the guys that have ran away on the side here. And other rooms are going to be knocking there as well. I can bet you the ones that have been listed here, some of the people are not going to be there, because even in 204, when I got there, I was looking for this person. They said that he just went out.
MMC, let's talk about those 6 people who were extracted. Can we go a bit deeper into that?
Sorry?
Those 6 people who were extracted, they're people of interest.
Yeah.
What are we looking for there?
No, we're just going to interrogate them, because they are the committee here. Just want to ask them in detail in terms of what is happening and all of that. So it's going to be a long investigation, and have a one-on-one in terms of, can you tell us, and we've taken their phones, by the way. In the phones, I was just shown that they've been discussing, there's some insinuations about the killing of DJ Warras. Saying, who killed him, and then they were laughing and all of that. So we're going to ask them in terms of what the enablers, what happened, because we believe that, Warren, if you can see this building, it's not that bad really. I mean, it's, there are kids that are staying here, like families that are staying here, but you got these bad apples, these people that now are wanting to really hijack this building here. So we're going to question them and get to the bottom of it, because Warren was around here. He wanted to put some tent styles as you enter here. So he's been here for almost 2 hours, and he got a call. So that call, and he was, some people they say he was pissed. Then he went down, and it's still on the call. So we believe that the police have applied for the Section 205 so that they can able to download data to get who was calling him for the last time. So he was on the call. Even when he went down, turning left, he was on the call, and then that's when now next to the butchery, he got to this assassin there. So we know that somehow here in this area, there must be someone who can tell us something, who's been saying what, and so we hope that we can actually crack that.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to leave it there for now. Oliver, that's MMC Mqinichwagu, the MMC for Public Safety in Johannesburg, just saying that someone somewhere out here knows something. In fact, what he spoke about, those 6 people, we were then asked earlier not to mention that part of the operation. Now, we do know that there were 6 people who were extracted from this building before the rest of the law enforcement officials made their way into the building. Those were the people of interest. And from what we understand, all 6 of them have been taken in for questioning. As the MMC also confirmed, they're currently being questioned. At this stage, not too clear what the people of interest for. Is this related to Warras' death? Is this related to the handling of business in this particular building? We'll try and get those answers for our viewers as the day progresses. But currently, we also just wanted to give you an indication of the condition of this building. It's really not as terrible as some of the buildings that we've seen over the course of the years. It has some dustbins, so they really do take care of the trash. It's quite clean. They have working electricity. They've got running lights. And this means that whoever this money is paid to, from what we understand, the municipality is not getting this money that these tenants pay for rent. We did speak to someone earlier, if you remember, and this tenant said she pays 1,200 rands for a room. Now, there's about just over 200 tenants in this building, but I'm not too sure what's currently happening now. We're going to try and see, if they're currently still looking for those 37 people who are of interest inside the building. Now, the MMC says those 37 people are the people who are not paying rent. Now, the question then comes, who is everyone else paying rent to? And if they say these are the people who identified as not paying rent, then how did that come about? Basically, how does this work? And who do these tenants pay rent to? how much rent is being paid by each tenant and who makes a profit of this building. It has been identified as a hijacked building, and we also do know, just to go back to those people who were of interest, it seems as though these are the 6 people who Warrack Stock had actually went to court to apply for a protection order against. Now, at this stage, we can also really confirm that those protection orders were not granted at the time of his passing. He had just made applications for those protection orders. As things stand, those 6 individuals have been taken in for questioning. They were actually the first people who were extracted from this building. It seems as though it's 3 females and 3 males who were taken in as soon as the first part of the law enforcement officials raided the building. It seems as though they're currently looking for one of those individuals who are said to not be paying rent, and perhaps they can shed more light as to how this really works, who gets to make a profit from the money that is paid for rent by the tenants of this building. The MMC making his way to that particular unit, Oliver, and they've been looking for these 37 people for quite a while now. Not certain at this point if they are inside the building. They've made their way out, but since we actually arrived here, we haven't seen anyone leave the building except for one of those 6 people of interest who made a run for it. We did try to get those visuals, and it seems as though he was then apprehended and taken in for questioning. It seems the MMC is just really looking for one of those 37 people of interest who are said to know something about why they're not paying rent and who this money goes to. Oliver, we'll leave it there for now as we try and get more information as to what happens from here. What is the long-term plan? We will be speaking to the MMC again, really, the political impact of this, as well as the fact that we have questions surrounding the long-term sustainability of such a raid. You cannot just raid one building. What happens to all the other hijacked buildings, and how long still until Johannesburg residents see a major difference in the Johannesburg CBD. And I think we'll leave it there for now as we monitor the situation.